Okay, so let's break down this trade that I currently got in, right? So we go down to the 1 hour. We hit a supply zone on the 1 hour, right? We bounced off this demand zone. This demand zone was tapped several times. We hit a demand zone. We rallied up into this supply zone. Got a nice rejection candle off that supply zone at the 1 hour. So if we go down to the 5 minute, you can see the rejection candle. See it going out. We in this demand zone right here, so we're getting a little hesitant, but so now we go down to the 1 hour and let's see, 1 minute, and let's see, we got confirmation in the hour and the 5 minute. Now, as you can see, we did a change of character right here. We started to make, right, we came down here, came back up, and we did a change of character right here. This is when we eclipsed, when we broke that higher low. We pulled back up, made a supply zone here, we made a supply zone here. And we got a nice displacement candle on a 1 minute. Boom. We got a nice displacement candle. We did change character, pull back up, got a nice displacement candle. And I waited until we tapped into this zone. So that's all my confluences that I needed to get into this trade. Supply zone off the higher time frame. A 5 minute rejection candle, went to the 1 minute, got down here, did a change in character, right? We broke this higher low in the 1 minute, we pulled back up. Displacement candle was my confirmation, and I got in on the first tap with this supply zone. And, right, that's what I'm risking. Now, that's how I do my trades. Then I go over here and I journal my trades. As you can see, it was today, right? The 15th. Went over here, London AM. No sweep, higher time frame, supply and demand. Fresh zone wasn't mitigated. It's a fresh zone, touch and structure. We waited. We didn't get on the first touch. We waited till it did a touch, and then we had to wait until structure, right? And that structure was a change of character. We got a confirmation. We also got a confirmation with a displacement. So the reaction strength was a displacement. It was a change of character. It was a short for 10, right? And then we can punch in the numbers once we go to Tradeovate and stuff like that, or once we look at the numbers. So that's how you can journal your trade. I actually built this system, right? So if we go here, so you will see on that particular trade, once all the numbers get put in, right now my execution was an 82, strong execution, right? So then we go, notes like when I lost yesterday, this was against the trend. Named several reasons why I lost this yesterday. It was against the trend again, 2 of my trades. Again, trend. Got to go back to the video. I'll do all my videos. So, then you can say, was it a good loss or a good win, right? This is a good win, etc. I would say this is a bad loss because I went against the trend on both of these. So I just gotta push in the numbers. But I started journaling in February, so I can tell you exactly now how I get in every trade now. This is based off how I trade. All this is based off how I trade, right? The contrast and all this is automatic. I just put in an entry, stop, target in. It calculates everything. Then you go to the dashboard. It shows. So if I put in a date, right? If I put in today's date, the 13th, all that data will be put in here, right? Today the 13th. Yeah, all that data will be put into the database, right? I gotta push in this information for it to change. So the numbers and all that stuff for all that to change. Then you can do weekly dashboard. You can see an individual trade. Go in here, put in a trade ID, punch in a picture, and it'll take all that data and give you all that information. So I built this system strictly so I can improve my trading, not based off my P&L, because prop firms only give you data. So most traders believe that they trading good because of their P&L. Yeah, I just made 300. Yeah, I just made 1,000. Yeah, I just made 800, right? And they think they trading good. So you can, that definitely hit TP. I had it to go into this demand zone right here, so that hit TP. And I was out. Now this was paper trading. I lost on my other accounts on my TraderBait. I lost 500, so I'm not trading this Friday. I already lost doing exit section, which you can tell if I go back in the data. Probably every time I trade an exit session, I maybe lost, right? This is the only time I trade an exit session. Oh, good for me. Another time right here, and I won on this time, the 11th, right? So again, journaling, keeping up your data, like this is how I trade, right? I trade supply demand and market structure, mixed with market structure. That's it. So this data is based off, right? I built this whole system so I can see my behavior, my trading behavior, right? It grades me based off my execution. It grades me based off my trading behavior. It grades me based off my win rate and my P&L. All that stuff it grades too as well. But it primarily based off my execution style, my confirmation, my timing. It based off all that information, not off my P&L to show that if I'm trading good. Because we get confused. Oh, we got a high risk reward ratio, or we got a high P&L, and we think that's a good trade. And now we develop bad habits. So based off just our P&L and our risk reward ratio. So I wanted to see exactly, how I enter trades, my confirmation, my reaction strength, all that, my zone quality, like, am I using liquidity? So that's why I made this. I had it for about a month. So and it's helped my trading tremendously. And you can just tell based off that trade I just did. Boom. So and now it's just sticking to the system. Now you have a system. All it takes is discipline to stick to the system.